my channel. I'm Kathy from Creative KitKat. So, how have you guys been? It has been, I think, a few weeks since my last post, and I have been stuck at home like everybody else nowadays. Yeah. So, but now it's close to Easter, and finally I had the time to sit down and do some diamond painting. Yeah, so this is a new diamond painting that actually I've opened this before. I'll put a link down below on the video when I unbox this particular diamond painting. Yeah, so basically I thought since it's Easter, I wanted to do this particular painting because I wanted to give it as a gift for my friend. Yeah, so I call this cross with swirls, of course, as you can see. Yeah, so but what I decided to do with this particular painting was to use some sparklers. Yeah, so these are the sparklers that I already had. So since this particular painting is round, I only have a few sparklers that I could use. I actually have a lot of rhinestones, so I was thinking maybe I could change some of the some of the red drills into rhinestones. I'm not sure yet what I'll do, but come along with me as I do this diamond painting because I wanted to personalize this for my friend. So I'll bring out the rhinestones that I'll be using for this painting, and let's discuss on what we could do while we're all stuck at home with our with our kids, and what we could do to keep our sanity and not to go crazy while we're stuck at home, and that our kids can be productive as well while they stay at home. Yeah. So let me see what are some paintings that I could possibly use. So here are what I was thinking of using. So maybe I'll do it this way again. So basically, these are the sparklers that I have. Yeah, so I'll put it in a tray so you can have a look at it. It's not, I don't know whether it's really a sparkler. When you look at it like that, it looks like it's also like a rhinestone. I don't know whether it's a sparkler per se, but it looks like a rhinestone. So it's like that. It's red. It's wine AB. Wine sparkler. So I was thinking maybe I'll use this on the, I don't know whether it's with this one as a shadow or this, because this is more than the dark ones. So I don't know if I have enough of the rhinestones, because these are the rhinestones that I have. That's it. That's the only ones that I have for red. I don't know whether it's enough to cover all the bright red portion. It looks like it's enough. So these are the rhinestone. So when you compare that with this, you can see that it's a shade. This is darker in shade. This is darker in shade than this. This is wine color, while this is like a ruby red color. So I could probably use that on the heart itself. And then I was thinking of using AB black, but these are the only AB black that I have in round, so I have no idea whether it's enough. So I'll probably hold off using this instead. Maybe just use this and this to change the red shade on the heart in the middle of the cross. Yeah. So let's do that first. And let's chat while we're doing that. It's been more than 2 weeks, I think, since we've been stuck at home. We've been stuck at home under yeah, more than 2 weeks. Yeah. So we've been doing self-isolation. Well, not self-isolation. We were trying to quarantine ourselves, or just we decided not to go out of our house starting from the 13th of um 14th of March. Yeah, so ever since 14th of March, we've been trying to limit ourselves from going outside and doing stuff to so that we could stop, so that we could prevent the pandemic, the COVID virus, to actually hit us. Yeah. So we have decided to for our son not to go to school. So he started skipping school since the since 16th of March, and that was a good thing because what happened was he started having like allergic reaction. He actually has hay fever. Even before, he actually has hay fever every now and then. So I just decided to let him stay at home during this season. So he was absent for about a full week when the MP of Victoria decided that kids stop going to school. Well, to stop the school or close down the school starting, I think, 24th of March. Yeah. So what happened was my son stopped schooling, stopped going to school a week before they actually announced that school will close. Yeah. So we I don't know whether I don't know whether I'm torturing myself earlier than most, but keeping a very active 6-year-old boy at home without going crazy is very, very hard. Yeah, so ever since then, I haven't really gone out to do a lot, to do shopping. So every now and then I do buy groceries, of course, like everybody else. But I'm not hoarding, but I've slowly been keeping stocks of necessities, of things that we use quite often. Oh no, I don't think I have enough. So I had been using I've been I have been since I couldn't find any stocks of sanitizers or alcohol, rubbing alcohol, what I decided to do was to stock up on bleach. Well, not really stock up. I just bought two huge gallons of bleach, just in case, so that we could sanitize and clean our home. And then I bought a bunch of Glen 20 to supplement, not supplement, to as Glen 20, so that we have a backup, and I could just spray a room. Excuse me. Excuse me. Spray and sanitize rooms every now and then. And I also bought some disinfectant wipes. Yeah, so I've realized during this period that apparently you should always keep items like this stocked at home, so that whenever there's issues or somebody gets sick at home, you actually have items like this on hand so that you could keep other people from getting sick as well. So especially now that we're already in flu season. Lately, the temperature here in Melbourne has been dropping quite alarmingly, and even if it is still autumn, lately, because of all the rain and stuff, we've been getting um, what do you call this? We've been getting a lot of well, the temperature has dropped to about 11 degrees at night, even in the morning. Yeah, because the sun doesn't really come out um come out doesn't really shine that much during the past few weeks. Yeah, so the temperature have dropped a lot ever since then. Yeah. So it is also flu season, and I really don't want to catch the flu or colds again. The past few winters, I've actually experienced that, and I don't want to get it again. It's very, it makes me feel, um, it makes me feel so lethargic and stuff. I couldn't really do much. Yeah, so last week I actually started coughing, and but I haven't been going out, so I don't know where I got that. But because of all the virus, because of all the news that I've been watching about coronavirus, I am very paranoid. So I decided to self isolate, and self isolate. I didn't go out of our bedroom for a couple of days, while because during that time my temperature has risen as well to 37.5 degrees Celsius for the past I think for about 3 days. It's on and off. During in the afternoon, it will go up to about 37.5, and then it will drop again. It will drop again at night, in the morning, and such. Only during the afternoon will it go up to about 37.5 degrees. So that got me paranoid because that's one of the symptoms for corona. So I decided to just isolate myself from my husband and my son so that they wouldn't get it. Yeah, so I have been working on a diamond painting. I've been working on my diamond paintings ever since then. Yes, but after that, after the 1 week of isolation and my symptoms getting better, I didn't have any more fever. I decided to come out because my husband couldn't focus on his work while he has to look after our son as well. So um, he couldn't do multitasking. So what happened was he leaves my son most of the time at home, just watching TV while he's stuck in another room as his temporary office, so that he could focus on work. Yeah, so um, th- that was our situation for about a week, and then I decided to come out and just focus on doing um, just focus on doing, oh sorry, homeschooling my son. So I know that it is still actually school holiday during right now. Today is really, I really forgot the date already. I lost track of time and everything. Today is the 7th of April, and it's still the school holiday technically. It's still the school holiday here in Victoria, but because I wanted to start homeschooling my son, just in case that the schools will go on online mode in term 2. What I decided to do was start my son homeschooling. I'll start homeschooling him so that he'll get used to the idea um, of doing things online, instead of doing it face to face. So that's what I decided to do. Um, there's this particular app. I'll share it to you. I'll share it to you in another video on what you could do with your kids while they're stuck at home, and then where could you possibly download certain resources that you could use to teach your kids topics uh, you could use to teach your kids, well, yeah, generally to just where you could get your activities from, where you could how you could teach them like certain topics. So I'll probably post a separate video regarding that. um yeah, so that's what I have been busy with the past few weeks. So what I did was establish a routine at home. So my son, even if he is stuck at home, the first thing that we do in the morning is that eat breakfast, of course. And then afterwards, I actually require that he wears his uniform, even if he is at home. So because I wanted him to go on a mindset that when he wears this particular uniform, he actually has to focus on schoolwork. So that's what I did. So the past, well, almost 2 weeks. For the past 2 weeks, I require him to wear his uniform when I teach him some stuff. So I obviously cannot teach him from 9 a.m. all the way until 3 p.m., 3:30 p.m. like how he does it in school. I obviously cannot do that. So our schedule consists of us waking up around 8 a.m., having breakfast, and then we start schoolwork at 9 a.m. And then what I do is that I actually teach him. So I break down. It depends on a day. Maybe I should actually keep a schedule of what we could do. Like on Monday, maybe we'll focus more on reading and math, and then on Tuesday we'll do arts and PE. Maybe we could do something like that, but I haven't done it yet. So what I've essentially done the past 2 weeks was that I just list down the things that we wanted to do for a certain day, and then I will look for resources that I could use to supplement that teaching. So there was the first week, my what I did was my goal was to teach him what coronavirus is and what he needs to do with his hygiene. So the first week of our homeschooling was all about that. So most of my teaching and stuff was about that. And what I do is that I teach him from 9 all the way until lunchtime. And then after lunch, he can do whatever he wants. But he cannot play with his iPad. Although he could have screen time. He can watch TV and stuff like that. But he still has to do all the school stuff first before he could move to watching TV or playing games or do whatever he wants. Yeah. But the first half of the day from 9 a.m. until 1, he has to study what I teach him. Yeah, so that has been a routine for the past few days, a few weeks, past 2 weeks actually. That's the reason why I couldn't focus on recording anything. And my husband has been working at home for the past, how long? For the past probably around maybe week, for the past 10 days. And honestly, if I upload a video while he is here, the bandwidth or the internet speed actually slows down. So I hadn't been uploading anything because he needs to use the internet for his work. So that's the reason why I haven't been uploading anything lately. I have a few videos still in the pipeline. Actually, they're already ready to be uploaded, but I couldn't upload them while he is here. Yeah, so the past week. So if you haven't seen me update anything in a while, it's because of that. I believe all of us are in the same boat anyway. We're all stuck at home. We're I know, of course, the frontliners and people who actually are in essential working in essential businesses couldn't still has to go to work, and their day will be very very different from our day. Yeah, so let's just make the most out of it. I'm happy with the fact that I'm happy with the fact that I could actually focus on my son while we're stuck at home. But at the same time, sometimes I wanted to pull my hair out because because I get fed up with him. Oh wow, it looks so nice. Uh-huh. So now I'm using these are the rhinestones, and now these are the sparklers. I don't have enough rhinestones as you can see, but it's fine. I could I could cover the rest of the heart with the rhinestone instead. Sorry, with the sparkler instead. Wow. Should remove the plastic. There you go. Isn't that gorgeous? I don't know whether you can see it, but it's so shiny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that was a great idea to use my leftover rhinestones and sparklers. Ah. Yeah, so that's the heart, but I still have to
Thank
do
you
the
guys
rest.
once again for watching this video. If you like this like I did, please give me a thumbs up so I know that I'm doing the right thing. And if you have any questions or suggestions, leave a comment down below and I'll do my best to get back to you promptly. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button if you haven't done so. Before you go, remember to sparkle like no other. See you on my next video. Bye!